looking at in class is the reasons for the creation of the local government. Why do we create local government? Why do we need a local government? The first reason why we need a local government is to bring the government closer to the people. For example, our federal government in Nigeria, the seat of power of the federal government in Nigeria is located at Aso Rock. Aso Rock is quite distant. Abuja is quite distant from we at Oyo State, from those at Lagos State, from those at Kano, Kaduna, and the rest of the states. So for the people at the local levels to have a sense of belonging, to have a feel of the government, we need government at our local levels. So one of the major reasons for the creation of local government is to bring the government closer to the people, to ensure that the people at the grassroots level are also participating in the politics of their country. And local governments are also especially needed in large countries. A country such as Nigeria, where our population is very large, we need the local government, because even the state government cannot overlook the affairs of all of us. Even the state government seems far to some people at their rural levels. So we need the local government. So the local government is the government of the people at the rural level. And one of the functions of the local government is that they bring the government closer to the people. The reason for the creation of the local government is to decentralize power. To decentralize power. When power is over-centralized in a person, in a government, in an authority, in a corporation, power has the tendency to be abused, to be misused. Because when you vest too much power, when you put too much power in a person, they begin to see themselves as principalities and powers, Alpha and Omega, beginning and end, and things like that. So they tend to misuse power. Let's take a look at this scenario. Back when we're in secondary school, we would have a class captain. If this class captain perhaps happens to be someone that our class teacher loves so much, the class captain would definitely misuse the power, because the teacher has put so much power in their hands and they cannot even handle it, so they will misuse it. And that's when we have class captains that start writing noisemakers, Oluwadunsi times 20, Titi Lokwe times 100, because you have vested too much power in one person, and then the person begins to bully, the other classmates and all, because the class teacher has put too much power in just that one person's hand. The same thing happens in our government. When power is over-centralized in just a particular authority, in just a particular person, there is a very, very high tendency for power to be misused. So imagine we only have a federal government in Nigeria, and there is no other, government, there's no other arm of government, there's no other part of the government that would check the power of the federal government, then power would definitely be misused. So one of the reasons why we have the local government is to ensure that power is not misused, is to decentralize the power. So yes, a certain amount of power goes to the federal government, another amount goes to the state government, and then another amount goes to the local government. So these three, parts of these three levels of government, they can check the powers of each other. So yes, to avoid over-centralization of power, we need the local government. Another reason why we need the local government, why we create the local government, is to ensure that the locals are participating in the affairs of their area, in the affairs of their community, to ensure local participation. The local government provides opportunities for local people, for people at the rural areas, for people at the grassroots levels to participate in the politics of their country. It also allows them to participate, to be there, to be present when issues that affect them are being taken. So imagine, we are the ones that don't have light, we are the ones that don't have water, and then the people at Abuja, the people at Aso Rock, the federal government thinks they know how best to solve our problem. That can't work well, because probably my area lacks water. In my area, we are about 2 to 3 different ethnic groups. And then these 2 to 3 these ethnic groups, we clash every time we have issue on water. And when you think that the best solution you can make is putting only one borehole in place for us. So once these three ethnic groups meet at the point of fetching water at the borehole, they clash, they fight, problems come up. But only the people at this rural level understand the fact that these issues come up when they only have one ball. These issues will come up if they only put one ball in place. So that is why we need the local government. The local government ensures that the people at the rural level, they are present when issues affecting them, when decisions concerning issues affecting them are being taken. So yes, one of the reasons why we need the local government is to ensure that local people are participating in the politics of their country. They are there when issues affecting them are being taken. Why the local government is created is to ensure even and rapid development in all parts of the country. To ensure even and rapid development in all parts of the country. So let's use this illustration to understand better. We have a large farmland. I own a plot of land. And I'm the only one, I want to plant maize on this plot of land. But I'm the only one planting. So I start from the first end, from the first corner of the land, and I start planting maize. And I'm the only one planting the maize. So let's assume I use about a year before I can plant maize in the old one plot of land. Then an idea pops to me. I have an idea that let me employ 10 people. If 10 people join me in planting maize on this land, it will be faster. And then when 10 people join me in planting this maize, it takes us 8 months. And then I feel, okay, if 10 people join me, it takes me 8 months. Okay, let me employ 20 more people. And then when 20 more people, plus the initial 10 that I employed earlier, join us on the plot of land, we become 30. And then when 30 people work on this plot of land to plant maize, the job takes us 3 months. That is the reason why we need local government. So to simplify this illustration, local government ensures even a rapid development in all parts of the country. It's such that if we only have the federal government whose seat of power is currently at Aso Rock, developing all parts of the country, and then they start from Abuja before they can finish each part of Abuja, and then they take it to Lagos before they finish each step of Lagos, we would have more rural areas than urban areas in the country, because the person that is in charge of the development of the country, they are few. But when the local governments when we have local governments, they are like smaller units for development of the country. They are like small units that ensure even development of the country. So when we have each local government area, everybody at the same time, we are creating healthcare centers. All local governments at the same time are creating public convenience. All local government areas at the same time are creating public schools. They are creating motor parks, creating markets. Then all parts of the countries are developed together at the same time. So this is one of the reasons why we need to have a local government in place, to ensure that every part of the country is developed at the same time for even and rapid development of the country. Another reason why we have the local government is to complement the efforts of the federal and the state government in the provision of essential services to the people. Since the local government is closer to the people, they understand the needs of the people better than the federal and the state government. They understand how best to meet the need of the people. They understand what will work best for Ido local government might not work for Lagelu local government. What will work for Lagelu local government might not work for Ibadan North. So because the local government is the government of these people at the local level, they know what they need the most. They know that Lagelu local government, what they need right now is electricity supply, because they don't have electricity, and they probably have many industrial companies in that area. What this local government area needs the most right now is electricity, and they know how best to meet the needs of these people. Equally, another local government major need at a point in time might be water supply, and they know how best to meet the needs of these people. So that is one of the reasons why we create the local government, for the provision of essential services, and equally to complement the efforts of the state and of the federal and the state government, who have also been, providing these services for the people. They construct feeder roads. They construct and they maintain feeder roads. They equally construct our street drains. Now, I know somebody is wondering, what is a feeder road? That's why you have me here. A feeder road is a road that, is constructed mainly for the people at the rural areas, for them to to join to the main road. So a feeder road is a road that is constructed in rural areas that leads or connects to the main road. Now, it is the local government that creates these feeder roads for we at the local and rural levels, for us to be able to get to the main road easily, for us to connect to the the urban areas more easily. So what they do is they construct feeder roads for us. They equally maintain these feeder roads. As we all know, whatever we do that is not maintained becomes spoiled. So what the local government do is they construct the feeder roads, and they're equally in charge of maintaining the feeder roads. Another thing that the local government does is they construct street drains. When we don't have street drains, erosions destroy the road. No matter the materials, no matter how good a road construction is, if there is no pathways for water to pass through, the road is destroyed in no time. So yes, the local government is in charge of making sure that we have street drains across each houses, that there's a gutter in front of your house for water to pass through, and so that erosion doesn't damage the roads. So yes, the local government is in charge of ensuring that there's proper drainage for water to pass through. Another thing the local government does is they are the ones that register our births. So imagine everybody, they give birth to all of us in Nigeria, and then each and every one of us have to get to Abuja, Aso Rock to be precise, to register our births. To register that, okay, yes, there's another addition in Nigeria. That will take a whole lot of time. Even the people working at Aso Rock they'll be frustrated, because the amount of people that even give birth every day is enough, for them to be frustrated. So what the local government do is they ensure that even at our local levels, we can register our births. We can register our births. And also they are in charge of registering deaths. Unfortunately, whatever is born will die. So yes, the local government also registers deaths, that so person is no longer a citizen of Nigeria because of the virtue of being dead. So yes, the local government areas are also in charge of registering the deaths of people. They are also in charge of registering marriages. Okay, this person and this person is married, for them to know that, okay, yes, there's a new family in Nigeria. They are the ones that register marriages. Instead of each and every married couple having to go to Aso Rock to, register their marriage, the local government at our local levels, at our rural levels, help us to register our births. So now I've given us a peek into the functions of the local government, but this is not all the local government do. Later in class, we'll be looking at more of the functions of the local government. Thank you.